In this video, what we're going to focus on is percentage profit and percentage loss. Now, we're going to focus on percentage profit first. There is some things that you need to remember, that the profit percent is equal to the profit divided by the cost price multiplied by 100%, which is the same thing as the selling price minus the cost price over the cost price multiplied by 100%. Now, here on the board I have an example. A shopkeeper buys 25 cricket balls at a total cost of $150. He sells them for $8 each. What was his percentage profit? What we're going to do is to write down all the things that we know from the question. So we know that the cost of 25 balls, that is equal to $150, right? So that is equal to $150. Now, what else do we know? We know that he sells them for $8 each. So what is the selling price for the 25 balls? We know that the selling price, which is SP, for 25 balls, that's going to equal to what he sell 1 for times 25. So that's going to be 8 times 25, which is equal to $200. Right? Now, what do we need to determine? In order for us to find his profit percentage, we need to determine the profit. If we know the profit, then we can determine the profit percent. So here we know that after selling 25 balls, he makes a total of $200, right? So that means we can determine the profit, or we can do it in one go using this formula here. So let's do it in one go. So we know that the profit percent, so we know that profit percent is going to equal to the selling price, and in this case the selling price is 200, so it's going to be 200 minus the cost price, and the cost price in this case is 150, all over the cost price, which is 150, multiplied by 100%, right? Now, what is 200 minus 150? That's 50, right? So that's going to be 50 over 150 times 100, don't it? Now, 50 over 150, that's just 1/3, right? Because 0 will cancel out 0 here. 5 into 5, 1. 5 into 15, that's just 3. And what's 1/3 of 100? That's just 33. That's just 33 and 1/3%. So that means, therefore, his profit percent is 33 and 1/3%, right? So now we're going to look at method 2 and how we would go about solving this same problem using method 2. We know that the shopkeeper buys 25 cricket balls at a total cost of 150. So it means that we could determine the cost of one ball. So we now want to determine the cost of one ball. So the cost of one ball is going to equal to the total amount of money he pays for the 25 ball, which is 150, divided by the total number of balls, which is 25. Now, how many groups of 25 can you get out of 150? Because You can get one group of 25 out of 25, and you can get 6 group of 25 out of 150. So here, the cost of one ball is just $6, right? So that's what he bought one ball for. The question said he sell them for $8 each. So the selling price for one ball, you know, the selling price for one ball is equal to $8. Right? Now with this information, we can just simply plug it into this formula and determine the profit percent. So we know that the profit percent is equal to the selling price, which is the selling price, SP, minus the cost price, that's CP, all over CP times 100. That's what we know, right? Now, what's SP in this case? SP is just 8. So this is going to be 8 minus CP. What's CP in this case? That's just 6. So it's going to be 8 minus 6 all over 6 times 100%. Right? Now, what's 8 minus 6? 8 minus 6, that's just 2, right? So this is going to be 2 over 6 times 100, right? So we know that the profit percent is going to equal to 2 over 6, that's just 1/3, and that's going to be 1/3 of 100%. And what 1/3 of 100% is equal to 33 and 1/3%. Alright? So that's how you could use method 2 to determine the profit percent. So now we are going to focus on how we determine the loss percent. So the loss percent is equal to the loss over the cost price times 100%, which is the same thing as the cost price minus the selling price over the cost price multiplied by 100%. Alright? So now to this example. A shopkeeper buys 25 cricket ball at a total cost of $150. He sells them for $5 each. What was his percentage loss? Now, if we want to determine the percentage loss, we need to know what the loss is, right? So, how do we determine loss? We know that loss is going to equal to the cost price minus the selling price, right? Now, what was the selling price? What was the cost price of the 25 ball? That's just 150, right? So we know that the 25 balls cost $150. That's what we know. After selling the 25 balls, how much money did she make? We know that the selling price of the 25 balls is equal to 5 times 25. So that's going to be 5 times 25, which is equal to $125. Right? So we know the cost price. So the cost price of the 25 balls, that's 150. And the selling price of the 25 balls, that's 125. So we can therefore determine the loss. So the loss, therefore, the loss is going to equal to the cost price, which is 150, minus the selling price, which is 125. And that is going to be $25. Right? So the loss is $25. Therefore, we can determine what? The loss percent. So therefore, the loss percent is equal to the loss. What is the loss? 25. So that is equal to the loss, which is 25, over the cost price. What's the cost price here? 150, right? So that's just 150 times what? 100%. Right? Now, what is 25 over 150? You can get one group of 25 out of 25, and you can get 6 group of 25 out of 150, right? So this is equal to 1/6 of 100. But what is 1/6 of 100? That's going to be 16 2/3%. Right? So therefore, the loss percent is 16 2/3%. And that is how you would do it using method 1. So method 2. Now, we know that he sell one ball for $5 each. So we know one ball, well, the selling price. So we know SP, the selling price of one ball is $5, right? That's what we know. What's the cost price of one ball? You know that the cost price of one ball is going to equal to 150 divided by 25, right? Because if 25 ball costs 150, then 150 divided by 25 will give you the cost of one ball. So 150 divided by 25, that's going to be $6, right? So we know that the selling price of one ball is $5 and the cost price of one ball is $6. So therefore, we can determine the loss percent by using this formula. So therefore, the loss percent is going to equal to the cost price, which is the cost price, minus the selling price, all over the cost price times 100%, right? So what is the cost price in this case? The cost price in this case, that's 6, so it's going to be 6 minus the selling price. So it's going to be 6 minus the selling price, which is 5, all over the cost price, which is 6, times 100, right? So the loss percent is going to equal to 6 minus 5, that's give us 1 over 6 of 100, and 1/6 of 100, that's going to be 16 2/3%. So therefore, the loss percent is equal to 16 2/3. So that's how you can use method 1 and method 2 to determine the loss percent. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.